6块底板拼合在一起，组成了一座犯罪率100%的城市。今天标球选手们在14小时内搭建出一场乐高大劫案。兄弟组被分到的是珠宝店，他们准备设计一栋1920年代的珠宝店。看起来警察已经逮捕了犯人，但其实这些是冒牌警察，在实施抢劫的就是他们。Brickman 走过来直击要害。
Bent coppers?
Yes.
How do we know they're bent?
They're all going to be dressed in actual police uniforms.
Won't they just look like police?
But if they're doing devious acts...
So how do you know? They could be reenacting the crime scene. They could be just arresting someone.
必须让砖块自己讲故事，所以要找一个恰当的方式解释冒牌警察这件事。大家心里都清楚，这一集大概率就是淘汰赛。兄弟俩怕故事太复杂会出问题，还是简单点好。于是将草稿变成了黑帮抢劫案，简单粗暴，抢完开车就跑。动作指导速度与激情5。镜头再给到他们的时候，店面的完成度就已经相当优雅了。他们拼字体的功力见长，应该是在家练了不少时间。接着是珠宝店的内饰，汽车连带着珠宝柜台一起拖走了，地上还留下了2道潇洒的黑色漂移轨迹。背面有一辆倒车撞进1楼的大卡车，冲进珠宝店大肆劫掠。1920年代的珠宝店里冲出了一帮偷珠宝的黑帮匪徒，背面一辆大卡车撞碎了墙体，让劫匪的车开进珠宝店，带走了皇冠在内的所有珠宝，最后破窗而逃。色彩上完美的营造了年代感。他们最漂亮的操作就是将珠宝店做成转角形式的，这样不仅能呈现正面的故事，还拥有剖面视角，在故事呈现上大大的加分。
To really put you in that space. And one of the absolute classics is a vehicle. And she's an absolute beauty of a vehicle. Executed extremely well. Well done, guys. Thank you.
Thanks, guys.
厄运组他们之前的比赛里也做了几场火车大劫案，但因为这次火车站被长发组预定了，厄运组就被分到了银行底板。
Clown heist, yeah.
他们准备让一群小丑伪装成马戏团，吸引门口保安的注意。另一队劫匪买下了银行隔壁的商店，打通墙壁，开始实施抢劫。马戏团帐篷是故事的画面核心，不过这个尺寸可配不上14小时的量级。
It looks like a yurt.
讲人仔故事最怕被建筑挡住，为了不犯胡子哥的错误，让观众能看清楚建筑内的剧情，他们拆了2面墙。他们这一期的压力很大，因为隔壁的手速一个赛一个恐怖。
I mean, the hotel over there is absolutely intense. This jewelry store, my lord, it's fantastic.
Stop talking to us. Nice.
有一天，银行门口突然架起了一个大马戏团帐篷，小丑们买下了银行旁边的商店，趁着保安被马戏团吸引的功夫，他们炸穿了墙壁，进入金库，还挖了地道直通经理办公室，最后带着抢到的钱破窗跳上小丑车，逃之夭夭，逍遥法外。独轮车跳窗的设计够离谱，够巧妙，但是除此之外的搭建就失去了这种小丑世界独有的荒诞感。故事核心帐篷的吸引力不够大，对此 Brickman 也给出了一个绝佳的修改方案。
For example, say a giraffe's head bursting out of the top or something that's happening that is causing people to not look at the bank. But the world inside the bank, it's so detailed. There is a lot going on in there, and I think it adds a lot of colour and a lot of pop.
Well done, guys.
Thank you.
下一期
David and Gus.
我好几千买的乐高街景就这么被你们徒手搓出来了。有一组拿到的是艺术画廊，他们准备搭一座美术馆大劫案。小偷们把画从垃圾通道运出，再用垃圾车运走。
How many pillars have you built so far?
I've built the 6.
Looking for this?
他们打算做全场最高最醒目的建筑，美术馆做成3层楼的剖面结构，在每一层都会发现一些被盗的东
To
西
be。honest, at the moment you're using these two colours. They're pretty much the same tone. There is no pop, there's no colour to it, there's no pizzazz.
Yeah.
We need to find a way to be able to do that and to draw us in.
他们目前急需要解决的问题就是想办法给外墙注入颜色，但墙体颜色是没办法改了，只能在艺术品颜色上下手。他们还设置了非常多的彩蛋故事，比如这座丢失了头部的大卫雕像就很有意思，脑袋被放在垃圾车上偷走了。3个关键剖面讲述了这场美术馆大劫案的来龙去脉。第一层可以看到一幅已经失窃的画被围了起来，第2层只剩下蒙德里安的红蓝黄的构成和一座没有头的大卫雕像，顶层是垃圾回收室，清洁工们正抱着失窃的画扔进垃圾管道，最后由垃圾车将画运走。有一组整体的故事讲得很好，但搭建和设计上过于直白，难以对标其他组，尤其是被评委提示过的色彩问题，堆放了再多的画也依旧解决不了。Brickman 这边也给出了无情的评价。
If I was to give them a score out of 100, they're probably a 51. Is you've got a lot of brick you have to lay.
Yeah.
And how do you make that exciting? It's just a big sea of tan. We really needed to see something else to make it stand out.
和大家猜测的一样，风平浪静几期后，这期终于迎来了淘汰赛。本期的冠军是长发小哥的维多利亚车站，至尊砖再次回到了大魔王手里。进入淘汰队列的很没有悬念的是胡子哥的磁铁游轮和友谊组的美术馆。胡子哥作品存在执行上的问题，首先故事被遮住，船底部空于一个大洞是最致命的一点。友谊组相对故事更扎实，体量更大。尽管胡子哥是第3季总冠军 ，Brickman 也秉承着凭作品说话的原则。
Solidified what was happening, and that saved you. I'm really sorry, David and Gus.
It's all right, guys.
You guys are amazing Lego builders.
这一季胡子哥感觉有意想撇掉自己动物组的标签，但踩在技术短板上，每次都显得很挣扎。很遗憾没有看到胡子哥大刀阔斧的秀一场动物。我个人是很想再看到雪中狐或林中小鹿那样的作品。
We had a two-table streak. Well done, David and Gus. David and Gus.
That's something to be proud of.
虽然被淘汰，但胡子哥 Gus 在今年5月15号的时候公布了自己成为了乐高丹麦总部的设计师的消息，可能不久之后我们就能买到胡子哥设计的套装了。下一期
5 very different builds, and for the first time ever on LEGO Masters, each team's going to be building a different thing.
要是从小就让我玩这个，中考物理哪至于只有60分？这是今年日本 Brickfest 上 GBC 大神 Akiyuki 团队的作品。整个流水线一共由25个模块组成，每个模块机械结构都不一样，这简直就是一场期末物理大考。牛顿看了估计都得沉默3分钟。要完成这些流水线，你不仅要懂力学、运动学，还要精通各种复杂的机械结构、齿轮传动结构、杠杆结构等等。没有扎实的物理功底，小球第一步就得扑街。我自己超喜欢这2个运球的小家伙，它们夹到球就会自动转圈运球，简直就是被作者赋予了生命。还有这个仿佛进入慢时空宇宙的装置，透明间里看着也没什么特别的东西，有人知道这是怎么实现的吗？另外这边这个传球的小动物，我怀疑作者在模仿某表情包，但是我没有证据。好吧，接下来我们把时间交给在座的物理课代表们，把原理结构打在公屏上。
I'm missing someone else, so never be the same. But I blame it on myself, 'cause I can't make you change. You'll never be my hometown girl. There's nothing like her in this world. I'm tired of the get around girl. Ain't nothing like my hometown girl.
I can't remember when we last expressed all the feelings in our hearts that we possess. Even though we're making love, it's not passionate. We keep on running back into the past, trying to hold on to my love, but you can't make it last forever. So I must confess,
I'm missing someone else, so I'll never be the same. But I blame it on myself, 'cause I can't make you change. You'll never be my hometown girl. There's nothing like her in this world. I'm tired of the get around girl. Ain't nothing like my hometown girl.